Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about cons of owning corn snakes. About their pros you can see in my previous video. Here or here. I don't know. Even though corn snakes are great animals and especially for beginners, and there are a lot of pros of owning them, there's still negative aspects of owning corn snakes. One of the drawbacks of owning the corn snake is their maintenance. Even though they're quite nice snakes, corn snakes require specific environment with specific temperature and humidity. So it is very important to understand and to know what temperature they require, what humidity they require in order for them to live long and healthy life. This means that regular cleaning and monitoring are very, very important for these creatures. Also, feeding corn snakes may be time consuming and potentially challenging because sometimes, very, very rarely, but they may be picky eaters. Second, potentially negative aspect of owning a corn snake is their long lifespan. The thing is that corn snakes live in captivity up to 20 years. It may be very good for some of people who are okay to take care for these animals for 20 years, but it may be challenging for some people who are not ready to care for 20 years for one animal, or for a few if you have more than one animal. And of course you need to understand, for all of these 20 years you will need to not only take care of these animals, also clean the enclosure, feed them, etc. So it might be not really suitable for all reptile keepers. Drawbacks number 3 is space requirement. Corn snakes are not really big animals, big snakes, but they still require quite spacious enclosures in order for them to thrive and to live happy life. So they require quite big enclosures, up to 40-gallon tanks. They also require a lot of enrichment, how you can see in my enclosure here. Yeah, some enrichment in order for snakes to explore, to not be bored, etc. So of course this type of enclosure might cost some additional money, so not all people are ready to invest such money into their hobbies. So be prepared to spend some money in order to provide a good enclosure for your snake. Drawbacks number 4 is handling. While corn snakes are quite docile animals and they are pretty friendly, sometimes they can be a little sketchy, too much moving, like this animal, right? So which requires a lot of patience and gracefulness and gentleness, right, in order for you to learn how to handle your snake. And they are not such calm animals as ball pythons, for example, so they move around all the time. It might be some con for some reptile keepers because they are quickly moving. For example, if you have small kids, it will be kind of tricky for them to handle such moving baby, right? And of course, when they're small babies, when they're juveniles, you need to be very, very careful when you handle your reptile. And finally, con number 5 is potential health issues. The thing is that reptile care and reptile vets are costly, so sometimes corn snakes, and not only corn snakes, but other snakes, other reptiles have some health issues, and to take care of these animals it costs quite a lot of money. Some morphs, for example, have some special health issues, neurological issues. Particularly this snake, for example, had tear duct blockage, which is quite rare, but it usually appears in an albino morph in corn snakes and in other snakes. I tried to find information. Unfortunately, there is not much information about this health issue, but looks like it affects mostly albinos. So yeah, and taking care and health care is quite pricey for the reptile. So yeah. So before buying your first snake, please consider all the pros and cons that you can meet while having these creatures. Yeah, do you agree? There are many more channels on YouTube where you can find this information and find different pros and cons from different reptile keepers. Don't stop only on my channel. Of course, before considering owning, buying the reptile, please search for more information. Be aware of not only pros of owning a corn snake, but also about the cons, because this is very important in order for you to have a healthy and happy snake and for you in order to be happy with your reptile. Thank you for watching. Stay in my channel and see you next time. Bye bye.